and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be making the 2024 baking challenge, and this episode we will be baking Tropézienne. Tropézienne is one of French traditional desserts, and it's originated from Saint Tropez, the coastal town on the French Riviera. So the difficulty level of this recipe is medium, and to let you guys know that I've never tasted Tropézienne before and I never made Tropézienne before, so this is quite exciting and nerve-wracking, but I know that it turned out well. And without further ado, let's start the making of Tropézienne. And the first thing we need to prepare is the brioche. I love brioche, but we're gonna need these ingredients to start. What we're gonna do is to add all of the ingredients into a standing mixer except the butter. So we're adding the egg, the milk, the sugar, salt, flour, the fleur d'oranger, as well as, of course, the yeast. Once all of these are added inside, we are going to beat it in a medium speed until it forms into sort of like a ball. When the dough is not sticking around the bowl of the standing mixer anymore, we're going to add the butter little by little and then continue beating them until it's all mixed up together. This might take for around 10 to 15 minutes. Once the dough is not sticking around the bowl of the standing mixer anymore, we can stop and then using a kitchen towel to cover on top of our bowl. This is to allow our dough to rise. So we're going to leave it for around 2 hours. Once the 2 hours is up, we are going to punch the dough just to release the gas that form inside the dough. And then we are going to transfer it into around 20 centimeter in diameter entremet ring or a cake pan. My cake pan, I have already greased around it, and then the bottom I added the baking paper. So after we transfer our dough into our cake pan, use your finger to just spread it around the cake pan so that it forms into a circle shape. And then we are going to cover this back using our kitchen towel again. So we are going to let our dough to proof for another 2 hours. After the 2 hours is up, we are going to remove the kitchen towel, brush the brioche top using an egg wash. Spread it around across the brioche. And then sprinkle some pearl sugar on top of our brioche dough. And we are going to bake this at 170 degrees Celsius for around 20 to 25 minutes. Once it's fully baked, we're going to take it out of the oven and take it out of the mold. Leave it to cool. And then we're going to place it on top of a cooling rack to allow it to cool down. In my case, I want it to cool down slightly faster, so I'm dividing it into half right now. and leave it to cool down completely. Now the next preparation is the preparation of a crème diplomate, but I have already prepared my crème diplomate. If you want to watch how I prepare this, you can check out my videos right here, the preparation of crème diplomate, and I will also link it in my description box so you guys can check it out from there. And the final preparation is the preparation of the apricot compost. So it's like a jam, apricot jam, and we are going to need these ingredients. To make this compote is so easy. What we're gonna do is just to transfer our apricot and the sugar together with the lemon juice into a saucepan. Heat it using a medium fire. Might take for around 15 to 30 minutes to achieve the compote-like texture. Make sure that you stir in between. And then once we have this compote-like texture, we are going to turn off the fire, mix the sugar and the pectin before adding into the compote. Pour it inside and mix it until all of them are mixed thoroughly. Turn off the heat again and let it to boil for around 10 to 20 seconds. Afterwards, we're just going to transfer it into a bowl, cover it with a cling film, and keep it in the fridge until we are going to use it. Finally, we have come to the assembly part. So to assemble our brioche is so easy as well. What we're gonna do is just to take the bottom part of the brioche, place it on top of a bigger plate. You can use a plate, serving dish, whichever that you have at home. And then take our crème diplomate, 5 large dollops of crème diplomate on top of the brioche, starting from the outside rims first and going in the middle. And then we are going to take our apricot compote. You can also transfer the compote into a piping bag and then pipe in each of the holes in between of the crème diplomate. But in my case, I just use a spoon. And then of course, we are going to add some fresh apricots inside, in the between of our crème diplomate and compote. And then of course, we are going to place our top brioche on top of our crème diplomate, and to decorate them, we are going to add a little dollops of crème diplomate around the top of our brioche and some slices of dried apricots. And we are done with our Tropézienne. I really love how it turned out, although I have to admit that my brioche doesn't raise as much as it should be, and then the top is slightly burnt. I guess because my oven is a little bit hotter than the usual oven temperature, so be mindful with that. Overall, it looks nice and it turned out quite well, and I just can't wait to taste this Tropezine. So let's try this Tropezine right now. It doesn't taste too sweet. The apricot compost is actually balancing the texture and adding a little bit more flavor profile into the Tropezine. So for your information everyone, the Tropezine doesn't usually pair together with apricots or fruits. It's usually just with the pastry cream, buttercream. But in this case, Julia Wilner, the author of my recipe cookbook, just leveled up the game of Tropezine. She added more flavor profile into the Tropezine as well as some freshness from fruits to just add a little bit more texture when you eat it. I would say that the making of the Tropezine is quite easy. The only challenging part is the brioche because it depends on the environmental temperature as well. According to my French mother-in-law, my brioche doesn't raise so much because of the temperature in Singapore is quite hot and humid, and that really affects the how it rise, how it bake. So I'm not too upset with how it turned out for my brioche, but I'm very happy that it still tasted good and my husband said it's good. So before I forget, of course, I'm going to share you guys the ingredients recap so you guys can pause the video, take a screenshot and try to make this at home. And if you have made this at home, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know how it turned out for you. And if you have tips for me to perfect my brioche, please let me know in the comment section as well. I need to know how. And we have come to the end of the episode Tropezine. It is also my last 2024 baking challenge videos. I finally finished the whole book. I can't believe that I really finished it. But I'm very happy that I completed the book because I challenged myself to cook every single recipe in the book. Now I have the knowledge of a basic knowledge for pastry, basic knowledge for the baking. All of this have helped me to make my own recipe. I came up a few recipes on my own already, so you guys will be seeing more of my own recipe in the next baking videos. Thank you once again everyone for watching, supporting, subscribing, liking my video and even sharing my video. I truly appreciate your support. And the next time we will be seeing each other is on my own baking recipes videos. So I see you guys there. Bye!